How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff, not just One Piece. We cover plenty of manga on the channel, so stick around, check it out, see if anything, catches your fancy. Anyway, we got chapter 1030 of One Piece today, so you know it's a good day. Chapter 1030 gave us an incredibly hype revelation, if you ask me. But we're going to get there when we get to it. We got some other stuff to get through. One thing, Anyway, starting off the chapter, we got Apoo, and he is talking to Drake, and he's got the 3 remaining numbers behind him. And yeah, he's basically proposing another alliance between somebody who was forced to join Kaido's crew, Apoo, who doesn't really care about being a part of Kaido's crew, Apoo, we learn that, and Drake, a marine agent, undercover pirate dude, yeah. Anyway, Drake's sitting there like, why should I trust you? And Apoo tells him, he's like, you don't have a reason to trust me, but this is mutually beneficial to us. If both the Straw Hats and Kaido and the samurai and everybody else is all beaten down by the end of this battle, we can swoop in for an easy victory. So why not? That's all we really get from this. I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to play out between Drake and Apoo. I am going to go out on a limb and say Drake is going to stay on the Straw Hat side just because of what Kobe said to him in the past. Like, Luffy's just a wonderful person. Like, you're around him and he just makes everybody want to work with him. And all this yada 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 Luffy praise. So yeah, I think Drake probably isn't going to go along with Apoo because the Straw Hats probably going to win, which means they would be fighting them. And yeah, anyway, it doesn't really matter. After this, we cut back over to Usopp and Nami, and they're still fighting off random beast pirates, running away with a bunch of the allies on their side, trying to stay away from the damn fire, because that's just burning everything to ashes and death. So, they end up seeing a familiar sight. This familiar sight is a pair of legs running around. A pair of samurai legs. A pair of Kinemon's legs. So yeah, Kinemon is got his legs running around like he did on Punk Hazard. They're trying to talk to him. He can't hear them, just like last time. His ears aren't there. He can't hear. Nami, being the incredibly smart person she is, remember Nami was stated as, I believe, the 3rd smartest person out of the East Blue, behind Ben Beckman, number 1, and Captain Kuro, number 2. So yeah, Nami, not just an incredible navigator, is just really, really smart in general. So Nami decides to draw the Kurozumi clan. No, did not draw that. Decided to draw the Kozuki clan symbol on Kanjuro. So he's like, oh, hey, an ally, sweet, I found somebody. Follow me, Kikuru's about to die. I can't remember if he exactly said that, but whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, they stick him onto the side of Hamlet, the big giraffe zone, fake zone, whatever, smile user. And Usopp hops on the back of him. He's like, all right, I'll go with you guys. Let's get it. So they are trotting over to where the top of Kinemon's body is, and we cut over there right now. It is the top of Kinemon's body. He was bisected in half, and he ends up telling us that apparently Law never fully reattached his body on Punk Hazard. This is dumb. Okay, one, Kinemon should probably die. He looks like he's on death's door. I think Oda is going to have him eventually die. I think this is him being like, hey, Kiku's almost dead. Come help her. I'm going to die. It's fine, but help Kiku. So, yeah, either way, one, apparently Law is a terrible surgeon. Absolutely awful surgeon. Or two, the op fruit, once it slices something off of somebody, it can be reattached and work perfectly fine, but it will never fully go back to the way it originally was. Either way, it's dumb. This is dumb if you ask me. I mean, it's fine. I don't really care, but if I had to give this moment, this whatever is happening, this scenario, a rating, the rating would be dumb. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, he got the help for Kiku. That's really all we're getting from them. Now we move on to Kanjuro and Orochi. Orochi's over the radio like, hey, Kanjuro, that was a great performance. It was absolutely masterful. Kanjuro's like, thank you. I appreciate that. Kind of hard to really appreciate all the praise right now, considering the situation, but yeah, thank you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Orochi tells him, he's like, we're not done, though. We need everyone to feel the vengeance and the wrath of the Kurozumi clan after we have been wronged for so many years because of what one person did. Burn it all to the ground. I don't care who wins, it doesn't matter. Everyone needs to lose. Kanjuro, being inspired by this and just following his master's orders, draws what is another similar site to Punk Hazard in the, I can't remember what the hell it was called, but it had the axolotl fruit, whatever. Anyway, Kanjuro draws a gigantic, just gelatinous, moving fire mass that is now burning everything it touches. And yeah, this is just adding to the spreading fire of Onigashima. And Orochi also tells us that he knows about that armory with all the explosives and weaponry and everything down at the bottom of the castle. So this thing is supposed to head down there and just blow everything to smithereens. We also get an update on Yamato. Yamato is still in adorable puppy form, running through Onigashima, thinking to themselves, like, Momonosuke, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it in time. Like, I'm going to try, but I need you to hold it off, even for just a little bit. If you can, for just a second, any extra time you can give me means the world right now. We also see Momonosuke up there, and he is still freaking out. He's able to make clouds, but just a bunch of little tiny ones. So he's just like, I can't do it. I can't make a big one. I can't make like that. So tiny. Just make. He's literally sitting there saying, like, I gotta make as many tiny clouds as possible. So yeah, Momonosuke is just going as fast as he can with it right now. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. As Yamato goes running through Onigashima, she sees a huge blast come out of the wall. This is an Ikoku sovereignty from Big Mom. We've seen this attack before. It is incredibly devastating, and it also launched Kid straight out of the wall, with Big Mom following in hot pursuit. Now, after Big Mom launches Kid out of the wall with Ikoku sovereignty, we get the bombshell of this chapter. Are you ready for this? You were not ready for this. Tell me you were ready for this and lie to me. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We get a little flashback between Kid and Law, and Kid's asking him, like, hey, Trafalgar, can you awaken your ability? Law responds saying, yes, I can. However, it is a huge strain on me, and I can't really use it in combat right now. It is a last-ditch effort. Everything else is gone. I'm on my deathbed. I will use it. It's fine. Kid says, same here. Wait a minute. So Law and Kid both have already awakened their fruit. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so real quick. This tells me that the moment that you awaken your fruit isn't necessarily this big bombastic, oh my god, I can awaken it and now, woo, I turned the whole area into it and we're going to do Rubber World for 10 minutes straight. And apparently I don't think so. I think awakening your ability is something you kind of learn, and it's like, oh wow, I figured out how to do that. Oh wow, that took a lot out of me. Okay, yeah, I gotta build up stamina for doing that. Wow, that is a lot. Oh my god, it's like I just ate a Carolina Reaper. Whew. Okay, if you don't know, Carolina Reaper is an extremely hot pepper. Anyway, yeah, so it's not like this gonna be this big bombastic thing. It's something you work up to. So the moment that we get to see these guys fully utilize their awakening in a full fight and a full fight scenario, that is gonna be the wow awesomeness. But they have already awakened their fruits. That, to me, I actually prefer this over all of a sudden I learned how to awaken my fruit in the middle of this big fight. This is just wild. I don't know. I love it. This is crazy. I did not expect that at all. So anyway, yeah. He's like, Law, you're going to have to back me up on everything, yada, yada, yada. We cut back to the present, and Big Mom is about to jump down on Kid. Law is still up top, coats his sword in Anesthesia, one of his attack names, jumps off, and stabs all the way through Big Mom's throat. Like, just straight through. You can see the sword coming out the other side. However, he mentions, this incision is not going to hurt. It doesn't really do damage. But it will affect your body in other ways. Big Mom launches out a shockwave. I guess this was like a hockey shockwave, or something or other. Doesn't really matter. Either way, when she does this, I assume her exerting this amount of force is what caused the incision that Law made to open up. This is something that can happen with cuts and incisions and stuff like that. When you really tense up the area or really work it a lot, exert a lot of force, it can open back up or make it worse. So yeah, maybe what Law just did here isn't do a ton of direct damage, but just make it to where, hey, Big Mom, you can only run at 55% now. Sorry about it. I don't know what to tell you. You can't push it at 100%. If you do, you're going to get backlash. So, number one, good job, Law. 2, Kid hits Big Mom with an extra dose of magnetism, hitting her with a sign. So now Napoleon, her sword homie, is now stuck to her. He's screaming like, Mom, I'm stuck to you. What the hell's going on? And then he also keeps going further with it, and all of the gigantic I-beams and everything, all of the metal around the area, swords out of other people's hands, everything comes crashing towards Big Mom in this gigantic wave on both sides. He tells Law, hey, get me the hell out of here. Law, once again, tells him, don't tell me what to do. I'm on top of it. I got it. So he pulls him out. Punk crash. What was it? Punk crash, I think? Anyway, doesn't matter. Hit Big Mom with this giant attack, and it's the end of the chapter. I'm still in shock that Law and Kid both have already awakened their devil fruits. That is amazing to me. And no, I haven't heard anybody call this. I have not heard anybody make the theory that Law and Kid have already awakened their fruits. They just haven't mastered the awakening to the point where they can use it already. That was just an absolute bombshell that I did not expect to come out. And it is an immediate way to kind of bump Law and Kid up a little bit. Law, for most people, you know who you are. You know. Anyway, Law for most people didn't really need to get bumped up that much. But Kid really, really needed this bump up. And figuring out that he has already awakened his fruit, that is a huge deal for this man. So yeah, I'm super excited for the rest of that fight going forward. It's going to be dope. I can't wait. The Yonko are going to fall. I don't know what to tell anybody. The rage's not failing. I'm sorry, Moors. It's not. The Yonko are falling. That's what's going to happen. This going to be wild. I love it. Also, Kinemon will probably end up being dead by the end of it. I hope so. Otherwise, it's kind of just dumb. Like, I don't want Kinemon to die, but with the way Oda has it set up, it's dumb if he doesn't. And I went on record saying we should treat it like Kinemon is going to die until we know he won't. This is, you're towing the line, Oda. This is kind of dumb with the Kinemon, and the Law didn't properly put it back, and whatever. Chapter was still hype. I still had a super great time reading it and reviewing it for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.